Why do you think that Mr. McIntyre deserves to be Teacher of the Year?
Wow, that's an easy one. Always a student favorite. He is an excellent math teacher.
Rothsay High would not be able to run the way it is without Mr. McIntyre. I swear wherever we have an event, he just pops out of nowhere. He is always ready and willing to help out with the tech and chaperone all the events.
Mr. McIntyre is a dedicated teacher here who is loved by staff and students and has been from the time he was a student here. So he's been part of the Rothsay High family for many years and he is so deserving of this award. We are ecstatic for him and so well deserved.
Mr. McIntyre is the backbone of this school. He is behind the scenes for every single event that we put on at the school.
He's even been to the football games and setting up all of the technical equipment there. And you'll always see him once in a while doing the theme days.
Mr. McIntyre does so much for our students, like from tech to like taking the kids to Drama Fest and all of that stuff. And he's just he always says yes, even when I tell him not to.
I think that he's a really positive influence around the school, and he's really a great teacher to all of his students. And he's also a great lead of tech crew, and the productions wouldn't work without him.
I don't think you'd meet a more caring person or down-to-earth guy than Mr. McIntyre.
How has Mr. McIntyre impacted you?
I've heard he's a really good math teacher, so it's something for me to strive for as a math teacher. So it's something to look up to.
Since I've come here, I have come to rely on Mr. McIntyre for everything. Anything I need from him, he always says yes, and he does it with grace and kindness. I could say 1,000 things about Mr. McIntyre and how wonderful he is.
Having him to work with me to do like all of the high level math together has just been like a game changer for me and my teaching, and just having somebody that's so easy to work with and always up to try new things. And half the time he's thinking of the new things and half the time he's just willing to try my crazy ideas. So it's just so good to have a teacher that's just always gonna say yes.
What's your favorite memory of Mr. McIntyre?
I remember when Patrick first started as a teacher in the school, and he came to me and he asked to see his film that he had made in my film studies class back when he was just a young Patrick student. And I had to give him some teaching advice from a wise elder. And I had to explain to him that teachers don't actually keep any of the students' projects because we really don't care that much. And so it had been destroyed moments after he graduated. And so to this day, that film is lost. In hindsight, though, that was probably the best video I have ever seen from a student. I'm surprised he's a math teacher and not making films in Hollywood.
My favorite memory of Mr. McIntyre is spending the long rehearsals with him, setting up tech crew, and just gossiping with Mr. McIntyre about everything.
I remember the last day of the school last year, he came into the building with, I don't even know, a fisherman costume, I believe. So he is just one of the biggest spirits of this building, and we are lucky to have him.
I love you, Patty Mac.